G'day guys, ZiggyD here, and welcome to my day 1.5, I guess, recap for the Domination 1 week race, and also a bit of a look at my character and how it's going. So, it's day 1.5 because the first day I was intending to sort of get on, put in like a solid 10 to 12 hour day. Well, I got to streaming, I sort of, played, took regular 5-minute breaks every here and there, or like 1 minute break every here and there. Got a drink, got to have a walk around, kept going. And then it got to like 14 hours in. And I'm like, okay, we're still going, I still feel alright. The chat's being very entertaining and compelling me to keep playing. And I'm getting further and further along. I'm getting into the 40s and the 50s, level 40 and 50, and I'm like, cool, this character's getting close to where I can switch to ones. I'm getting closer. Gets to like hour 18 and like the chat's just been so entertaining still. There's like 600 viewers. I'm reaching a lot of my EU buddies I'm not normally reaching. And I also get to switch over to my my final endgame build because I was doing a lot of spectral throwing, ground slamming up to that point. And I ended up streaming for 20 hours. A little bit over 20 hours the first day. So that's why I didn't make this video after the first day, like I was originally intending, sort of giving you guys a bit of an update on how the race is going. Instead, I passed out, You can still see that my eyes are still a bit tired. I had about a 6 hour sleep. It was pretty rough because I was really hyped to get back into the race. So I kept waking up excited, when you have a big day the next day and you wake up every half an hour, you're like, oh, is it time to wake up yet? No, go back to sleep, wake up, go back to sleep. So, I got back up, and I'm like, alright, I should make a video, but I want to get started, I want to jump in. So, I got in and did like another 8 hour day, and I thought, alright, I'm going to take a break now, and we'll make this video. We'll talk about my character, we'll talk about the race, so how we've been going so far, give my YouTuber buddies some love, and let's take a look at how the character's going. Day 1.5 slash played is 1 day and 3 hours, so 27 hours, a bit over 27 hours, only a little bit of AFKing in town. And yeah, level 68, so getting pretty close into 70. At around level 60, I attempted to swap to my endgame build. So, I leveled with Ground Slam, and then I realized that was a bad decision. With Ground Slam, you can only use maces and things like that. You can't use any axes. Kept finding good axes. So I eventually switched over to Cleave. That was terrible as well. Went to Spectral Throw. We ended up back with Spectral Throw again. So I leveled Spectral Throw until about 60. And then, this was about when I, had been awake for about 18 hours. I was starting to get pretty tired. I attempted to respec my character. Now, this is like, changing around your gear, changing around a few passives, changing around your links and your skills and all that sort of stuff. I don't recommend trying to respec your character when you have only had, when you've been playing and streaming for 18 hours straight. Not a good idea. So I ended up screwing up my links, screwing it up. I couldn't even run anything. I couldn't run what I wanted to run. Ran out of chromatics. Couldn't change any links. It was brutal. I had these gloves and they ended up being all blue. They're terrible gloves, but I just need them for the links. So they ended up being all blue. I couldn't do anything. So I ended up sort of like getting carried by my viewers for like an hour while I tried to get some stuff farmed up. And I was eventually able to switch out and over. And I was actually surprised, but whoa, it actually works. So, let's talk about my character. The character I'm playing in this 1 week race is an Aurabot, a support character. Basically, I wanted to stack a heap of auras and support my party as much as possible through as many different ways as possible. Now, I've ended up planning out 2 builds on stream, an EK version of this, which was kind of the smart version, and then a Wonder version, which I thought, this may or may not work. I don't actually know. But we ended up going with the Wander version because I thought, I'm going to play some people that are going crit. Lots of people going crit since this is a softcore race, and just so you guys know as well. Slash deaths, 33 deaths! Oh yes. The softcore tactics of zerging down Dominus robbed me of about 15 lives there. But I ended up switching over to my new Aura character. It's up and running now, so let's take a look at what I do and how I support my party. The idea was I wanted to make a force multiplier. Whenever I get into someone's party, they double your DPS, guaranteed. So, here's what we do. I've got Anger, I've got Wrath, which are 2 auras that people generally don't run themselves. Most people will run Hatred. I run Clarity, and I run it on Blood Magic, so I can do it, because this is softcore race after all. So 2k life, that's okay, I can farm Piety with that. And then I run Purity of Elements. Eventually I'm going to be respecking Purity of Elements, probably into Haste as my other aura, for more deeps. So, this is what's happening here with the auras. So I've got these auras now. I have also lots of aura effectiveness. I've got these aura effect nodes. I just picked up the influence node, and I even get the leadership node, which increases the radius of my auras so I can better cover my party members. So they're getting lots and very powerful auras and increasing their DPS a lot. Now, just for reference here, my main attack is Power Siphon. We'll go into a little bit why that's also important in the future. But I have 600 DPS on my full link, which is basically just GMP chain, so this reduces tooltip DPS a lot, and weapon elemental damage. Not much in terms of the linkages, not really much to increase the damage there. And yet I have over 600 DPS, which I'm actually able to kill things with. Like if I kind of jump forwards here a little bit, looks like I lag spiked a little bit there. But I can actually hurt things, which I was pretty surprised about, considering that my weapon is this thing. 27 47 fire, 29% crit chance. Basically, this is not that far off a white weapon. The crit chance is pretty nice, but the fire damage is not really anything special, that's for sure. But I can actually hurt things. Now, this is not a character intended to do a lot of DPS. It's a character intended to support, but I actually can end up doing a lot of DPS there. And that's because of that Wrath and Anger aura being so strong and so multiplied out. So, what else does this character do? The other thing I have is Conduit. Now, because I'm a Wander, I get a lot of power charges, so I get power charges for myself, and I feed power charges to my party. Whenever you get a charge, any sort of charge with Conduit, all of your other party members, within about a screen radius, get those charges as well. So, I actually don't have it set up correctly at the moment, but typically I can actually sort of show this off for you guys, since I do have it here. Frenzy gets set up on here, and basically what I do is I'm GMP power siphoning things. Things are dying. I'm getting power charges and feeding those to my party members as well, giving them power charges. Keep in mind that most people are playing some form of crit build at the moment, so this helps them out a lot. I actually get a lot of power charges myself as well, and the higher those get, the more damage I do. Now, I also, in between those, make sure I'm also refreshing and feeding frenzy charges. Now, in between that, I'm also making sure I'm feeding them lots of endurance charges. So I become a Christmas tree, and so do all of my other party members, which is it's pretty rad. I also run an extra curse. I'm not running any like perma curse or anything like that, but we're killing stuff pretty fast. So I'm just running conductivity for myself at the moment, but otherwise I can run like crit weakness or early weakness. You pretty much run any other curse just to support your party there, in addition to, doing all of your different charge feeding. So the active thing I'm doing is feeding my party as many charges as possible, making sure everything's cursed, and culling stuff as well. So that goes us into the next thing. Power Siphon has a built-in cull. Now, what I'll be doing on my fifth link, and what I'm doing at the moment, are about the same thing. But basically, I'll be using the item rarity support gem and stacking as much magic fun as I can. I've only just now started trying to get magic fun gear, so I have almost nothing, over 14%. But I'll be trying to get as much as I can, because I'll also be magic fun culling for my party. So on top of getting all the power charges and the auras and stuff like that, we'll be doing some magic fun culling. And at the moment, I'm just doing that with a single target Power Siphon link to there. So I kind of just do this. It actually does pretty decent amount of damage, considering I have, only the one link. There's no support gems that deal damage, but pretty good stuff. Now, also because I have decent memory in this build, I'm able to run Arctic Armor. I just need to get my links sorted out and go. But it's been pretty entertaining trying to get my links sorted out in this build. But because I've had terrible RNG when it comes to like chromatics and fusings and things like that. I've chucked so many fusings and things at my gear, and I just have nothing left. So pretty interesting. It's been a lot of fun so far. It's very different playing a softcore race, and I'm honestly really happy that ZiggyD decided to do one, because it's something very different, very different to the way you play hardcore races. We're zerging down bosses, pushing as fast as we can, and trying to do things a little bit more crazily than we normally would. But playing a support character is a lot of fun as well. I'm really enjoying sort of jumping into parties, doubling their DPS and helping them out, and also having this rotation of feeding different charges and things like that. So I'll keep you guys updated when this build's finished, if it ends up being okay. I might even do some runs with viewers on stream. But otherwise, I highly recommend you guys stop by my stream if you can. I'll be streaming, most of the day for every day for the rest of this 1 week race. So make sure you stop on by. But anyway, been a lot of fun. I'll catch you guys for the next update. Next date. We'll have a date soon, guys. Anyway, that's it for now. I'm ZiggyD, and thanks for watching.